Good morning, everyone. It is Throat Punch Thursday, January 27th here. We're waiting on some numbers. We will get some GDP data. We will get our initial claims. So looking pretty good here. We have been all over the map. So last night before I went to bed, I took a little peek in at the futures, and it was looking like a hot mess. This morning we're coming back in. We did put in a lower low on the futures. Something we talked about yesterday afternoon was when we were looking at the SPY. If there was one positive thing, one bull argument, I guess you would say, it was that we were still making higher lows, and we put in a higher high yesterday, even though we closed well on the downside. But this is why I always go back and look at the futures. I feel like it's a little bit, it's a more clear picture, maybe a broader view. And so today we put in a lower low, right? So we're gonna have to really watch the action today. If we fail to put in a higher high, I would be a very hard pressed to hold anything overnight unless it's in, I think, the financial and energy sector. I know I've been saying that for a while, but I really like those two sectors. Okay, but with that in mind, let's take a quick look at some plays, because the very first one I'm going to look at is an energy play. So you can look at any of the energy names in there. Yesterday we had a pullback, normal pullback. We're supposed to have these. We can't just, constantly go up. We had two really good days. We kind of stalled out. We got, of course, reserve numbers out and stuff like that yesterday. But coming right back into today, I like the look of XLE, and we are trading this morning right at 65. So I like this over yesterday's open. That would be a little bit more aggressive. That would be right here at the 66 area, and look for a push through that 66.50. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I like this a little longer. I like them, I like them into March, even longer potentially, but I like those 68s here in XLE. If you're looking at a few of the other charts maybe to trade, Devon, really good. DVN, keep doing that, keep putting CVN in there. DVN, really nice move, push up off the 50, a super long like doji yesterday, setting up for a nice little move here into their earnings. Wouldn't hold it through the earnings, of course, but Devon Energy, maybe take a quick look at those 55s. I like the look of that. Okay, something else we talked about yesterday is travel. A lot of these, remember, we're in the middle of earnings. Big week. We have Apple today. We have a ton of them. Tesla came out yesterday. So, and is down a smidgen here in extended hours. And we'll see what that looks like. So that one too was all over the map yesterday. Great day trading possibilities there in Tesla now that the news is out. But let's circle back here to EXP. A lot of pent-up demand to get out and travel. And with restrictions being put in place and then taken off, and oh my God, it's a mess. And people really want to get out there. So looking at the hotels, the airlines, of course, a lot of those are reporting as well. But I like the little bit broader exposure here in Expedia Group. Very long leg candle here after a big push up off of the 200. I really like this better over the 20, but I would definitely consider an early entry or a partial entry here over 177.75 there on EXPE, and I would watch the 185. So those are the ones that have a lot of really good activity. So keep an eye on EXPE. So here's a name that I was saying wrong for I don't know how long, and I feel really stupid because I called it Schlumberger because it was fun to say. Apparently it's Schlumberger or something like that. Anyway, yep, that's me, and I just butchered it again, but it's a really fun word to say. So anyway, okay. So this name has actually made its way onto an awful lot of analysts, and you can see them on CNBC, and some of the other business channels talking about it. Not really the reason, I would buy into it. They had their earnings, really good move up. I like this on a day trade until we pull back. a little bit, but I like, this very, in the messy market, SLB has done really well. Some of the others have too, but SLB, I like the 40s here. So take a look at that. And TXN. So why TXN? Because this looks like a whole hot mess of a chart, doesn't it? So they did just have earnings, and they are pushing up here a little bit inside yesterday's candle. So they hit the 20, they pulled back, looking for that 3-8 cross to play up to the 20. I know it looks messy, but they're, just kind of coming off some of these lows of earnings. I think TXN might be a decent one here to play. I like the 185s in that. A couple others that I would, just kind of keep an eye on here. Peloton. Peloton is such a mess, but I think this might, I think that they're in for more pain going into their earnings. So I would watch this for a day trade only, but a downside play. I would watch Tesla off of their earnings. They're still a little red here. They were green earlier and now they're red. So keep an eye on Twilio. McDonald's put out a not so happy meal. So keep an eye on that. For an opening range break, kind of either way on these. I think they look good. Off of an opening range break, I would play the earnings off of that. So, okay, that is it this morning. I know it's not very much, but until we get a better overall feel of the market, this morning we have been up. When I first started this video, we were down. The Dow was down about 10 points. We're now up 67 points. So it's just very, very choppy right now. So unless you're really quick on the draw, I would be maybe just stay out. Let the market pick its direction. The Fed put us in a whole tailspin yesterday. So yeah, just let the market, just wait for the price action. Follow the price action. All right, that is it for me this morning. I hope you have a fantastic day. If you have any questions, Heather C. at GivingTreeTrading.com.